Hello everybody! Hi! Today's video is all about platforming in Super Mario Odyssey. However, we won't be using all of the fancy tricks people have come up with over the years. We're gonna kick back Super Mario 64 style and try to complete a bunch of challenge rooms with all of Mario's tools that don't require throwing the cap. We can use all of our jumps, and we can even dive for a little more height and distance, but we absolutely cannot, under any circumstances, throw the cap. No cap bouncing, no throwing the cap in midair to stall for more precise timing, none of it. Just the good old-fashioned triple jumps, wall kicks, diving, rolling, all the good stuff. The only challenge rooms we'll be attempting are the red hat doors in every kingdom, the post-game moon pipes, and the rocket ship levels in whatever kingdoms they appear. Let's get into it. Okay, to kick off Cap Kingdom, let's get this moon pipe challenge out of the way. This room is just a rolling slide for 2 quick moons. The first can easily be collected with this thin little side path, and the final moon lies at the end of the track. Not much more to cover here. Moving on, we'll look at Cap Kingdom's first red door. This room is pretty simple. With a few triple jumps, some wall kicks, and a couple of dives, we can collect every mini-moon in the room, clearing us for the first moon of the 2 here. Unfortunately, the second moon is too high up to reach without using a frog, or at the very least using all of Mario's cap movement to collect. 1 out of 2 though, that's not bad. Capping off Cap Kingdom, we have the second red door challenge, for which there are 2 moons as well. Unfortunately, neither of these moons are collectible, as it would take a cap throw to zip over to the start of the area. Even if we could get Mario over this early gap, the rest of the room has plenty of these electric lines that we wouldn't be able to bypass. And that was all for Cap Kingdom. Moving on to Cascade, we have 2 doors and 2 pipes. The first door is where we're going to start it off. This room is pretty disappointing. There's 1 moon that's rewarded for killing all of these tiny, spiny creatures, but Mario can't go about doing that without throwing his cap. Trust me, I tried. The second moon is no more merciful than the first. The second moon requires the T-Rex to blast away these stone pillars, one of which contains the moon in question. No moons collected here, but some rooms like this were to be expected. Now for the second door in Cascade Kingdom. This room is just a lengthy 2D section. Both of these moons are collectible with the greatest of ease, and I even did a cool jump without the cap at the end, which I definitely didn't have to try multiple times to do. Definitely did it first shot. 2 moons collected here. The first pipe in Cascade Kingdom made me pretty sad. It's a fun room and I was looking forward to doing it for this challenge, but while there are like a billion ways to tackle the opening jump, all of them require the cap. You can throw the switch and walk over between the gusts, cap jump your way over the gap between the gusts, or you could even go on top of the pipe to on top of the yellow plank and make it across that way, but none of this is possible without throwing the cap, so there goes 2 moons. The last pipe and final room we'll be running through for this kingdom is quite a fun level. In my casual playthroughs, I've jumped through this course many times without using the cloud platforms, or without touching the swinging platforms, or without even throwing Cappy. The last kingdom we'll be covering in this video is the Sand Kingdom. That should come as no surprise since we're doing them all in order. This kingdom has our first rocket ship challenge room, so let's start off with that. Much like the second red door in Cap Kingdom, this room is only possible to complete after the first cap throw. You can cross this gap without the scarecrow, sure, but not without throwing the cap. 2 more moons that we can't actually capture. For the first door room in Sand Kingdom, we have a bullet bill room. Fortunately for us, both moons in this room are collectible because we can simply jump onto the tops of the walls in every place that we need to. This is a very satisfying room to go through without cap throwing, and I do recommend giving it a shot. Second Sand Kingdom door. We have a room full of invisible floors, and just to make this challenge a little harder on myself, I didn't even throw the cap to see where the invisible floors were. No matter, with a few triple jumps, we can make it to the moon and straight into the end. Pipe number 1 is very similar to door number 2. Everything here is invisible, aside from the moving platform. But staying over the platform and just jumping over the invisible stuff couldn't be easier. Two more moons collected. Now for the final room of the kingdom, and the final room for this video, Pipe 2. This pipe is not as kind to us as the last pipe was. Without capturing the creature here at the beginning, there's no way we can actually jump to the top of this first vertical stretch even with cap throws. And that's it for the first entry of the Drop of the Cap series. I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you did, maybe drop a like on the video. If you'd like to see the rest of this challenge in the next few videos I'll be making on it, maybe subscribe and hit that bell just to see when it goes live. This challenge is a lot of fun, and seeing how many of the moons were actually possible, I've got pretty high hopes for the future of the challenge. Thank you everybody for watching. I'm Milo, and I'm out.